My name is Stephen Kerr and I'm the President of the British Pageant of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This year we will have the first ever British pageant. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has been presenting pageants in North America for many decades. A pageant being an historical reenactment, a theatrical representation of actual events from history. The British pageant will show the story of the peoples of these islands and their historic attachment to the principles of truth and freedom. The story of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Great Britain begins in 1837. In our pageant, we'll show the arrival of the first missionaries and the impact that they had on the people they met, on the lives of the ordinary men and women that they encountered. It's a story of faith, it's a story of courage, and ultimately it is also a story of sacrifice. It's a story that we're proud to present because it is our story. By our, I don't just mean Mormons. I mean it's the story of the British people through the centuries. The opening scenes of the pageant depict some of the great historical figures of our country, most notably William Tyndale. William Tyndale is a representative figure for many others who stood for their faith and for truth. In fact, if it wasn't for William Tyndale and his epic work of translation and distribution of the Bible in the English language, we probably wouldn't enjoy the degree of religious freedom we have in this country today. The pageant tells his story in the context of the overall story of the peoples of these islands and their attachment to and espousal of the cause of freedom and truth. The British pageant will be held over 2 weeks, beginning on the last day of July and then for the first 2 weeks of August. The pageant will be performed about 9 times. In each night there will be between 2,000 and 3,000 people in the audience. What's tremendous about this pageant is it's entirely the work of volunteers. The script, the musical composition, the arrangements, the core cast who perform the speaking parts in the main, and then the extras, the family cast, about between 200 and 250 people. They're all volunteers. And it's an extraordinary thing to see this coming about. Everyone that sees it will be, I know, hugely impressed with what they will experience at the British pageant. Another unique feature of the pageant will be that we'll have a 250 voice choir, and the impact of those performers and the choir coming together will create a British pageant experience that those who come and experience it will not be able to forget. It will be one of the most memorable evenings that people will have, not just for this year, but for many a year to come.